All right, the latest news break that's coming in right now. The RBI is all set to withdraw the rupees 2000 currency note from circulation, but it will continue to be legal tender. The Reserve Bank of India has advised banks to stop issuing 2000 denomination banknotes with immediate effect. Members of the public are encouraged to utilize the time to September 30th, 2023 to deposit or exchange the 2000 banknotes. That's the latest news break that's coming in right now. One needs to deposit 2000 rupees notes back in the bank by September 2023. The facility for exchange of 2000 banknotes up to the limit of 20,000 at a time. That's the latest news that's coming in. Once again, I want to take our viewers through. The RBI will now withdraw the rupees 2000 currency note from circulation, but it will continue to be legal. The note will continue to be in circulation. Just to dispel all rumors around it, the note will continue to be used. It will be legal. However, the RBI will stop printing new notes. The RBI has advised banks also now to stop issuing 2000 denomination banknotes with immediate effect. Members of the public are encouraged now to utilize the time up to September 30th, 2023 to deposit or exchange the 2000 rupee bank notes. I want to cut across immediately to my colleague Aishwarya, who is going to be breaking down the latest decision coming in from the RBI. Aishwarya, to dispel all rumor mongering, break it down very simply for our viewers. Number one, the RBI has decided to withdraw the rupees 2000 note. That doesn't mean that the note is banned or it's been demonetized. It means that the note will continue to be in circulation, but the RBI will stop printing the new note. I want to also ask you, September 2023, will the note be out of circulation by 2023? What is the date of September 2023?
Well, Preeti, it's just a month that the RBI has given out, which is September. The government wants that people, those who have the note, should be using it till then. If you think that you have a lot of 2000 rupee notes, it is advisable that you go to the bank and the bank will then either take it, or you can also get the 2000 rupee notes exchanged. This does not mean that 2000 rupee note will not be a legal tender. It definitely will be, but we are still awaiting, because it seems like by September there can be some more news that can come. That's what the RBI sources are telling me, Preeti, at the moment. But
September 30th, the 2000 rupee note, to dispel all rumors, because we all saw what went down during demonetization. September 30th, 2023. In all probability, this note is only legal till then.
There are very high chances, Preeti, but at the moment, what we really need to tell the people of the country is the fact that it is that you can use it. You can go out, you can buy things from it. But if you have a lot of 2000 rupee notes by September 2023, it is advisable that you go to the bank and you get it exchanged. But it does not mean that it will cease to be, it still means that one can go out and use it, but only till September 2023. It is advisable. The banks have been told that in case people come to the banks, then the banks have to give them new notes in lieu of the 2000 rupee notes. Also, Preeti, if you would have noticed over the past many months, when you are going to the ATM, 2000 rupee note, you are not finding it. That's also something that the RBI had started doing, and now the final circular has come. It means that now the printing of 2000 rupee note has officially been stopped. There still is a lot of 2000 rupee note in the market. You can use it, but by September 2023, it is advisable that you go to the bank and get the 2000 rupee note exchanged.
Aishwarya, what is the legal reasoning that has been given for the withdrawal of the 2000 rupee note?
Operation Cleanup, Preeti, is what the RBI and the government sources at the moment are telling us. Also, let me tell you, there were a lot of fake notes that the government and the RBI came to know about. There were, many notes which the government had caught hold of, and all those notes were fake. So this is Operation Cleanup. That's the reason why this printing has been stopped, and the government is believing over the next 4 to 5 months they will be able to clean up the system of the 2000 rupee notes. That's the reason why September 2023 deadline has been given.
It's very interesting. We want to tell our viewers once again, there is no need for any panic. The 2000 rupee note has been withdrawn, but it's still in circulation. It is legal for you to use it, but there is a date, 30th September. You're advised to actually exchange your 2,000 rupee notes till 30th September. When you approach the bank for changing these notes, you can change at one go up to a currency of 20,000 rupees. The reason why the government seemed to have, or the RBI has pulled back, withdrawn the note, number one, lots of fake notes in circulation, and this is a part of what the government calls Operation Clean Up. But having said that, the opposition is going to have a field day on it, because mind you, when demonetization happened and the note of rupees 2,000 was introduced, a lot of opposition leaders and those who, who study economics have come in and suggested that that was a move that would not go down well. In somewhat manner, the withdrawal of the rupees 2,000 note, currency note, testimony to that. Well, one thing is for sure, we can expect a huge controversy at the back of this. But what has happened, once again, I'm going to take our viewers through it. The rupees 2,000 note has been withdrawn by the RBI, but once again, viewers, this note will continue to be in circulation. It is well and legal to use the note, but the government has advised all citizens, the RBI has advised all citizens that by the 30th of September, one should look at exchanging all the 2,000 rupee notes that they have with them, and you can do so at each time that you approach a bank with 20,000 rupees, not more than that, but at one time you can get 20,000 rupees exchanged where you have a sum of 2,000 rupees. We do not want to spread any rumors. What we are telling you is very clear. Once again, I want to reiterate, there is absolutely no need to panic. If you have 2,000 rupee notes on you right now, they are legal. They can be used. However, the RBI has chosen to withdraw the currency note of rupees 2,000 under what the government calls the clean note policy. We're going to try a larger understanding. We're going to get some of our business reporters to also join us in terms of what is the clean note policy. But there were a lot of fake 2,000 rupee notes in circulation. And one of the reasons for withdrawing of the 2,000 rupee note stems from the fact that there were these fake notes in circulation. But this will be fodder for the opposition. Mind you, let's hark back to the demonetization period right after that, where the 2,000 rupee note was introduced. Many had questioned and suggested that there will be a flood of fakes in the economy, in the market at the back of the introduction of that note. Somewhere down the line, has the withdrawal of this note fed into or laid testimony, to those statements that were made? That remains to be seen, but understandably this is going to become political as well. But what we can tell our viewers, and I want to quickly bring in Rahul Srivastav, our National Affairs Editor, who's joining us for more. Rahul, there'll be huge amounts of politics at the back of this, especially of what had gone down during demonetization and the rupees 2,000 note was introduced. But away from that, can you explain what is the reasoning of the withdrawal of this note?
Basically, it's a very high denomination note. It was brought in basically to mitigate the crisis which born out of the note ban, the demonetization in 2016, to make do for the need for the public to have cash in their hands. Smaller denomination would have meant printing more notes, distributing them wider, and it would have taken more time, and that is why the government came up after removing the 500 and 1,000 rupee note, a 2,000 rupee note was brought in. But Preeti, over the last 3 to 4 years, it is a known fact among people who follow the finance ministry and the RBI and others that the banking system has been sucking the 2,000 rupee note out.
Right.
Because it is seen that it has become an instrument of black money. That's
so exactly why it was introduced was to cut black money in the market. It's become an instrument of black money.
It was introduced largely to mitigate the crisis.
Right.
Because 1,000 and 500 rupees were becoming the instrument for black money. Eventually, if you look at the volumes, it's a huge volume that needs to be sucked out in terms of volume. It is something close to 31 lakh crore worth of currency which needs to be sucked out. I'm just trying to get the data on how many pieces are still, according to the RBI, in circulation.
But Rahul, when you look at it, already understandably, this is going to become hugely political. Why do we say that? We've seen the opposition ever since demonetization go after the Prime Minister, saying that was a move made in a hurry. And now already reactions coming in thick and fast from the opposition, suggesting slamming the government and the Prime Minister as well. The opposition saying the Prime Minister once again has not thought and acted. This would not have come to pass if demonetization would not have happened. All of that, but that's understandable. But, pure economic reasons, we're going to break it down.
It's not a very happy thing, Preeti. It's
Right.
not a very happy thing to subject the economy to such sharp moves of this kind,
Right.
of sucking out currency, reintroducing currency, always has a negative impact. Because if you see the post-COVID economic recovery cycle, there has been a visible sign of recovery now. Things are improving. And at that time, suddenly one of the highest denomination currency notes, which is, and India is still a very currency-bound economy,
Yes.
where a lot depends on cash. In that kind of economy, to start sucking out.
Even if you've given, and I want to get an understanding. From Business Today, my colleague Sakshi also joins us. Sakshi, there's a time frame that has been given, which is the 30th September 2023. What does that mean? Will the note be illegal after that and will be completely... It will be?
It will not be.
It will not be. Okay.
It will not be legal after 30th of September. Until then, you can exchange your notes, and only at a time 20,000 rupees worth of notes can be exchanged. After that, they will not be legal tender. This is demonetization. This is exactly what happened.
So it's we've demonetized the 2,000 rupee
we are
note.
demonetizing these notes.
But we've given now, we've demonetized, Sakshi, the 2,000 rupee note. But what we've given, instead of doing it overnight, we've given a buffer
Yes.
of the next 4 months
Yes.
that you have till the 30th of September.
Correct. That's
All
right.
right.
So, but Preeti, eventually I will say here that 2,000 rupee note, when it was brought in, it was never supposed to be a long-term currency denomination. It was never intended to remain in the economy for a very long time. In fact, if you see, I'll challenge that there are many households in this country, majority, who would not have handled a 2,000 rupee note over the last 1 year.
But no, I can...
The banks have stopped dispensing it.
Right.
The banks have totally stopped dispensing the 2,000 rupee note.
in our country, Rahul, and you would also know, and I can, argue on the counter with that, so many housewives would have been collecting. It's an easier...
The poor households don't keep 2,000
No,
rupee
no,
notes.
that,
They
no,
never
no, I
accept.
disagree. I disagree. A lot of them, they think it's easier to store. A lot of them,
It may be, but 2,000 is very difficult to go out and spend in
I
the
agree,
market.
I agree.
That's
But
why they don't
spend
keep
in
it.
the market. But okay, so what we can tell our viewers, and we're going to continue to get in reactions, the 2,000 rupee note has been demonetized. That's the story here. The note has been demonetized, but unlike what had happened the last time around, where it happened overnight, there is now a buffer. 30th September of 2023, viewers, your 2,000 rupee note is legal. There is no need to panic. Until then, you can get the money
Then
exchanged.
it was 4 hours, this time it is 4 months.
Exactly. Then it was 4 hours. This time it is 4 months. You have 4 months to get your 2,000 rupee exchanged. But Sakshi, I want to bring you in. What's the reasoning which has been given for this demonetization?
So the reason is that they want to do a clean note policy. Remember, 2,000 rupee notes were only brought in for the purpose of removal of the existing 500 and 1,000 rupee notes. Now, the purpose has already been served, and they have seen that this has not curbed black money. This has not led to a curbing of black money. That is still in existence. In fact, the cash
we
flow
have
in
a
the
figure?
economy. I will get you the figure of the amount. So I'm reading out a statement which was released by the Union Finance Ministry on Monday, that is December of 12th. And they had informed the Lok Sabha that the 2,000 rupee denomination notes in terms of value of the total notes in circulation dipped from 22.6% in March of 2020 to 13.8% at the end of March of 2022. Now, according to this, the number of circulation of these notes until then was 270 crore rupees in amounts, accounting for 2.4% of the total currency notes that is existing in the economy right now. So it's huge right now, but I think the time is sufficient till 30th of September.
So 4 months there. But, Rahul, the opposition already having a field day with I told you so, think and act, the kind of commentary that is coming in. This is going to blow up politically in a big way.
See, I'm slightly, as an aside, a lot of money has exchanged hands in Karnataka. And a lot of it might be 2,000 rupee notes. What would those people be doing? Because suddenly when they turn up in large numbers to exchange those 2,000 rupee notes, there might be questions asked. Yes, I think it's definitely
Right.
a
So,
move.
you know, I'm just going to come in, and the reason I'm sorry, you know, Rahul, I'm coming in, but yes, a good point made, a lot which is not usually said on air on what goes down in Karnataka. But like we pointed out, that the opposition is going to be having a field day. Jairam Ramesh has tweeted, typical of our self-styled Vishwa Guru. First act, second thing, 2,000 rupee notes introduced with much fanfare after that singularly disastrous Tughlaqi Farman of November 8th, 2016 are now being withdrawn. Well, understandable. You can expect a lot more of these tweets, political commentary coming in at the back, but you know, there's no other way to say it, viewers, and we're going to say it. So the 2,000 rupee note has been demonetized, but the rider here is that you have 4 months to actually exchange any 2,000 rupee notes that you have on your person, and you can do it in one go, 20,000 rupees in one shot. All right, let's listen into all reactions coming in.
उम्मीद करता हूं कि ये सारी कोरी झूठी अफवाहें हैं और इनमें मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि इनमें कोई सत्य नहीं है, क्योंकि अगर ऐसा करते हैं तो ये दिल्ली के लोगों के लिए, देश के लोगों के लिए बहुत बड़ा धोखा होगा और खासकर सुप्रीम कोर्ट की कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन।
All right, Saurabh Mazumdar, Business Today editor, is joining us on what could be the implications of this move and the reasoning of it. Saurabh, over to you.
Well, I think the political rhetoric aside completely, I think the basic point is that these notes were anyway reduced in circulation over time. I think RBI has given a frequently asked questions section as well, and those very clearly lay down the reasons why this has happened. And also, I think the point is that these are high-value notes. There could have been, those will probably be explained later on, could have been potential for misuse. But the fact is that the government has been trying to make, in part of the digital push, try and reduce the currency in circulation, which of course it hasn't been successful with. But the fact of the matter is, I think there is a clean note policy of the Reserve Bank of India. There is, I would like to emphasize this, I don't think we can call it demonetization. I think it is a withdrawal of the rupees 2,000 denomination notes. I think let's be a little clear with the kind of nomenclature we're talking about here. And there is not going to be a fresh issuance by banks, and there is a phased time frame within which you can sort of return those 2,000 rupee notes to the banks. Most importantly, they will continue to be legal tender, so you cannot call it demonetization. It is the continue to be legal tender. Of course, people may start not accepting it, and gradually the hope is that the circulation will further come down.
So demonetized from the 30th of September of this year, 4 months from now?
Well, there is no specific comment on that, or frequently asked questions also don't mention that in particular after the deadline. We have been trying to get this clear response from RBI. Probably it's better for RBI to come out and say clearly what happens after September 30th. But at this point, they are insisting that it continues to be legal tender. So it is assumed that it will continue to be legal tender. But the hope is that as this whole thing continues to play out, people start not using them more and more, that it is a sort of disincentive to use it clearly.
Right.
So it will go down.
Well, one thing is for sure, as this news breaks, even now it is very difficult to get a 2,000 rupee note exchange. You are never quite getting it, even in ATMs. It would just make it that much more difficult to use it in the market. But let's listen into all reactions coming in.
बंद करना है, लेकिन रिपोर्ट के अनुसार काला धन कहीं नहीं मिला। सब नोट जो चालान में थे उस समय वो बैंकों में आ गए। सरकार को लोगों को जवाब देना पड़ेगा कि बार बार इस तरीके के काम कर लोगों को क्यों सताया जा रहा है, और अगर 2,000 रुपए के नोट बंदी करने थे तो उन्हें चालान में लाया ही क्यों गया था। आरबीआई ने अभी घोषणा की है कि 2,000 रुपए के नोट अब चालान में नहीं रहेंगे। सवाल ये उठता है कि अगर इन नोटों को चालान से बाहर निकालना था तो इन्हें लाया ही क्यों गया।
Political reactions coming in. That's Clyde Crasto, NCP leader. Understandably, a flood of tweets coming in from the Congress suggesting that, you know, in 2016, after demonetization, the Prime Minister had flown to Japan similarly. So, but right now, viewers, you know, let's scale this down. This is not demonetization. Possibly 30th September would be the demonetization of rupees 2,000 notes. But the inkling is there that the government has withdrawn the note. You can use it till the 30th of September. I want to cut across to Dev Ankur, my colleague who's joining us from Jaipur. Once again, Dev, you know, it's our duty to tell people what the true facts are. There cannot be any panic. They can use this note till the 30th of September.
So Preeti, what I've gathered so far, I will try to reiterate that for all these people who are standing out here, and there is information which is coming in bits and pieces, understandably so. So there is a lot of confusion out here. We are at a prominent location in Jaipur, and all of these people who have come out here, they have been seeking information from us. So I would like to, you know, tell all of them that so far, the decision of the government, which has been, you know, disseminated through the Reserve Bank of India, is that the notes of 2000 denomination will be valid. It's a legal tender. It continues to be that. But no new note will be in circulation from the RBI side, and that the people can return them till September 30th. So that is the case which is the situation as of now. 2000 के जो नोट हैं, आरबीआई ने फैसला लिया है कि कोई नए नोट सर्कुलेशन में नहीं आएंगे. जो पुराने नोट हैं वो वैसे ही चलते रहेंगे, लीगल टेंडर रहेंगे, और 30 सितंबर तक आप लोग उसको जाके बैंक्स में डिपॉजिट कर सकते हैं, पर एक बारी में 20,000 आप लोग डिपॉजिट कर सकते हैं. तो कैसे देखते हो आप इसको?
आई थिंक दिस इज अ गुड इनिशिएटिव, बिकॉज हम देखते हैं कि 2000 के नोट हैं हमको इजीली कहीं भी नहीं मिलते. चेन्स हम ढूंढते हैं, हमको इजीली कहीं नहीं मिलते हैं, और ये एक अच्छा कदम है. हम देश के काला धन को फिर से निकालने के लिए डिमोनेटाइजेशन फिर से हो रहा है. वही वाइब्स आ रही 2017 वाली. अब देखते हैं आगे क्या होता है.
2016 में जो लंबी लंबी क्यूज देखी गई थी, नवंबर 2016 को जो फैसला लिया गया था, वो वैसा ही नजारा फिर से देखने.
2000 का नोट है ना सर, ऐसा नोट नहीं है जो कि हमें हर जगह अवेलेबल हो जाए. वो लिमिटेड लोगों के पास अवेलेबल होता है. तो हम देखते हैं कि अपन ज्यादातर 500 के रुपीस के नोट्स रखते हैं. 2000 के नोट नहीं रखता इजीली हर आदमी, मतलब आम आदमी के पास नहीं मिलते हैं. तो नहीं मिलेगा, वो वाली वाइब नहीं आएगी. लेकिन जो ब्लैक अपने जो काला धन है, नेताओं के पास काफी रकम रखी हुई है 2000 की, तो वो काफी निकलेगी सर इससे, और ये काफी अच्छा मूव है आरबीआई का.
So there is anxiety. You know, some people think whether there will be clamor once again, long queues of people standing outside banks, outside ATMs, wanting to deposit this time round their 2000 notes, fearing whether they will be rendered invalid in times to come. There are some more people out here. क्या लगता है आपको 2000 का नोट जो सरकार ने फैसला लिया है, उसको नए नोट्स को सर्कुलेशन में ना लाने का, आप कैसे देखते हो उसको?
I think this is matter on the people. ये
आपको लगता है इसकी वजह से लोगों को परेशानियों का सबब दोबारा से देखना पड़ सकता है, जिस तरह से 2016 में लंबी क्यूज थी, सरकार को क्रिटिसिज्म का सामना करना पड़ा था, कहा गया था कि हिस्ट्री डिसीजन है.
ये तो सर्कुलेशन में लाने का कहा है ना, बंद करने का है ना. वो थोड़ा नया प्रिंट वगैरह ऐसा कुछ थोड़ी कहा है, तो इससे मुझे नहीं लगता कि कोई प्रॉब्लम होगी इससे रिलेटेड. हो सकता है पॉलिसी मेकर पर इन्होंने रिसर्च करके ही किया हो, ये तो इम्प्लीमेंट हो तब बात बने ना. Again, future देखना.
And this is a genuine concern, Preeti. Even when I was covering Gujarat elections, we saw that firsthand. People were telling us that 2000 notes are no longer in circulation, that they are very difficult to lay hands upon. But
I want to cut across to Amit Bhardwaj. Amit, you know, it's a responsibility, because anything or a news piece like that can spread panic. To tell people that till the 30th of September, the note can be used.
Well, Preeti, you know, we heard voices from the other cities now, the national capital where we are right now. What we are sensing is that many people are questioning the decision as well. I have two, individuals with me. Sir, अभी तुरंत सरकार का ऑर्डर आया है, आरबीआई ने ऑर्डर दिया है कि 2000 रुपए के नोट सर्कुलेशन में खत्म हो रहे हैं, यानी कि अब बैंक और एटीएम से नहीं आएगा. लीगल टेंडर है, लेकिन 30 तारीख तक, 30 सितंबर तक सभी को ये नोट वापस करने पड़ेंगे. कैसे देख रहे हैं इस डिसीजन को?
डिसीजन तो काफी मतलब परेशानी वाला है पब्लिक के लिए, क्योंकि पब्लिक है, चाहे वो व्यापारी हो, और मतलब फिर से एक अफरा तफरी का माहौल हो जाएगा. लोग फिर सरकार से विश्वास उठ जाएगा कि ये बार बार नोटबंदी हो रही है, तो लोग
मतलब बाजार में सर्कुलेशन की दिक्कत होगी और पब्लिक को भी दिक्कत होगी। हालांकि सरकार इसको देख रही है कि इससे काला धन कंट्रोल में आएगा, आ सकता है, लेकिन हमने पहले भी देखा है कि उससे कुछ ज्यादा फर्क पड़ा नहीं है।
ठीक है,
काले धन पे
जी। तो वो उस वक्त दावा हुआ था भ्रष्टाचार कम होगा, लेकिन 2000 के नोट जब आ रहे थे कई पॉलिटिशियंस ने तर्क लगाया था कि काला धन बढ़ेगा। सर कह रहे हैं कि मुश्किलें बढ़ने वाली हैं लोगों की, आपको क्या लग रहा है?
हाँ ठीक कह रहे हैं, मुश्किलें तो बढ़ेंगी और जिनके पास पैसा है जो जमा है वो इतनी जल्दी कैसे कर पाएगा पैसे जमा। अब घर के अंदर काम भी करना है, किसी को कहीं भी जाना, अब लाइन में लगेंगे फिर दोबारा से जी। अब सरकार कर रही है वो अपनी तरफ से अच्छा कर रही है, लेकिन पब्लिक के लिए थोड़ी
लोगों को नोटबंदी जैसे ही लग रहा है, ये छोटा नोटबंदी लग रहा है, क्या लग रहा है आपको इस वक्त?
हाँ नोटबंदी तो लग ही रहा है सर,
लेकिन इसमें ये भी सहूलियत दी गई है कि आप 30 सितंबर तक जाके इसको नोट को बदल सकते हैं। 20,000 रुपए तक एक बार में नोट।
Amit, coming right back. Amit, let's trying to get in as many reactions. Thus, cutting across to Lucknow, my colleague Abhishek joining us from there. Abhishek, over to you once again. It's our duty to tell people not to panic. The note will be in circulation till the 30th of September.
Well, certainly, Preeti, that's a big development which is happening. 2,000 notes will not be legal tender anymore till September 30th. And that is something which has come a lot of reactions, whether it is a good action by the government or what is the intention behind it. Some of the people are here. We have joined, we'll join them. 2000 का नोट जो है उसको सरकार ने फिलहाल के तौर पर रोक दिया है। 30 सितंबर तक आप इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं और उसको आपको जमा करना होगा। आपको लग रहा है 2000 का नोट का डिमोनेटाइजेशन कैसा फैसला है? डू यू एग्री विद इट? लगता है आपको?
मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि वो गवर्नमेंट ही डिसाइड करेगी, गवर्नमेंट क्या करती है। जब बंद भी हुआ था तब भी गवर्नमेंट अपने हिसाब से की है, ठीक है। तो अब है, तो मेरे को तो लग रहा था कि कहीं ना कहीं सही नहीं है, बट वो गवर्नमेंट के ऊपर है कि गवर्नमेंट क्या करती है। तो बाकी मैं कुछ नहीं बोलना चाहता।
कि भ्रष्टाचार पे लगाम लगेगी, लोगों ने जो पैसा इकट्ठा।
मेरे को नहीं लगता ऐसा कुछ है, मुझे ऐसा कुछ नहीं लगता।
ज्यादा फर्क नहीं है?
नहीं, मेरे को नहीं लगता।
दिक्कत आएगी व्यक्तिगत तौर पे कि आपने ज्यादा पैसे 2000 का नोट रखते हैं क्या?
नहीं, हम लोग मिडिल क्लास लोग हैं, हम लोगों को इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है। जो उद्योगपति हैं, नेता नगरी हैं, उन्हीं को फर्क पड़ता होगा, हम लोगों को कोई वो नहीं है।
इस डिसीजन का कोई बड़ा फर्क होगा आम लोगों में? पिछली बार काफी पैनिक हो गया था जब डिमोनेटाइजेशन हुआ था, इसका कोई आप असर देखते हैं?
मुझे नहीं लगता ऐसा कुछ होगा, मुझे नहीं लगता है, क्योंकि इतनी बड़ी नोट है, ठीक है। तो मेरे को नहीं लगता ऐसा कुछ होने वाला है। हाँ, तो
आपका क्या नाम है? आपका क्या नाम है?
मेरा नाम प्रियजीत सिंह है।
तो आपको क्या लगता है, एक आप सर्विस क्लास में है, सैलरी बेस्ड एम्प्लॉय होंगे, आपको लगता है कि एक फर्क?
स्टूडेंट है।
आप स्टूडेंट है, तो स्टूडेंट के नाते भी आपको लगता है कि क्या फर्क आएगा? 2000 का नोट बंद होता है, क्या इंटेंशन?
2000 का नोट बंद होता है। अभी पिछली बार जब काफी 500 का और 1000 का नोट बंद हुआ था तो ये उस समय भी ज्यादा लोगों को दिक्कत नहीं हुई थी, लेकिन अब खाली 2000 का बंद हुआ है। और आज वैसे भी डिजिटल पेमेंट का जमाना है, लोग इतना वो नहीं कर रहे हैं, लोग ज्यादातर डिजिटल पे।
जब नोट बंद हो गए थे काफी पैनिक था, एटीएम में लाइन लग रही थी। अब आपको लगता है क्या लोगों के पास इतना होगा कि वो बैंक में जाएंगे, जमा कराने की हड़बड़ होगी?
जैसे पहले पिछली बार मिडिल क्लास लोग या उससे लोअर मिडिल क्लास लोग जो हैं उनको थोड़ी बहुत दिक्कत हुई थी और काफी दिक्कत हुई थी नोट एक्सचेंज कराने में, लेकिन अब मुझे नहीं लगता ज्यादा ये लोग रखते हैं कैश। अब बहुत अधिकतर लोगों ने डिजिटल कैश, डिजिटल पेमेंट रखना।
आपको कैसे लगता है, बेनिफिट में है आम आदमी के कि नहीं?
अब ये फैसला तो सरकार के ऊपर है कि अगर उन्होंने कुछ बंद किया है नोट तो वो कुछ सोच कर समझ के ही बंद किया होगा।
All right, okay. Abhishek, going to come right back to you. We're going to try and get in as many reactions, but one thing we want to make very clear, viewers, because we don't want to, there shouldn't be any panic, and there was the last time around. The note is going to be in circulation, possibly the 30th of September 2023. Saurabh, and I want to bring you back in. Maybe that is the time when this note will be demonetized. It's been withdrawn. Citizens are requested to stop using the note and they can get it changed 20,000 rupees at one go. But having said that, can we say 30th September, the note will be demonetized?
See, I think there's a very interesting point you're raising again, as we had said earlier also. I think if you look at even the frequently asked questions, the headline says 2000 denomination banknotes withdrawal from circulation. And then it says will continue as legal tender. It doesn't say will continue as legal tender up to September 30. And thereafter, it also says people they are encouraged to deposit and exchange these banknotes on or before September 30. Now, if you read this very, very carefully in the fine print, it says encouraged. And if it was said that it would not be legal tender after September 30, RBI should say it up front. And I think therein lies a need for a clarification to prevent this confusion in the public mind, because it should say whether it will be legal tender after September 30 or not, because then it is demonetization after September 30. So that clarity needs to be coming from the Reserve Bank, I would think. Till now, it says will continue as legal tender, and there is no definitive date about legal tender. People are just being encouraged to give it back up to September 30, with subject to those limits, etc.
आर्यन तिवारी।
आर्यन, आपको लगता है कि 2000 का नोट अब आप इस्तेमाल में नहीं होगा, 30 सितंबर तक का समय दिया गया है, कितना फर्क आएगा और इस फैसले को आप कैसे देखते हैं?
मुझे लगता है कि आमतौर पे वैसे भी लोग जनरली नहीं यूज करते हैं 2000 का नोट, जो भी है या कहीं भी है एटीएम में या भी कुछ भी है, तो छोटी नोट 500 की नोट या 200 की नोट का यूज करते हैं लोग। बाकी जो भी है वो डिजिटल पेमेंट का जमाना है, तो मुझे नहीं लगता है कि 2000 की नोट से कोई ज्यादा फर्क पड़ने वाला है। मुझे नहीं लगता
कि काला धन रोकने के लिए एक कवायद की गई है ताकि जो लोग पैसा इकट्ठा कर लेते तो उसको रोका जाए।
मुझे ऐसा कुछ नहीं लगता है, बिकॉज पिछली बार हुआ है, तो इस बार मेरे को लगता है प्रिपेयर हो लोग पहले से, अगर कुछ ऐसा होने वाला या गवर्नमेंट ऐसा कुछ सोच रही है। और बार बार ऐसा करने मेरे को लगता है कहीं ना कहीं लोगों को प्रॉब्लम भी होती है।
परेशानी होगी क्या? फिर से हमें लाइनें दिखेंगे एटीएम पे? पिछली बार आपने देखा था कितनी समस्या रही थी, इस बार भी ऐसा कुछ हो सकता है?
मुझे नहीं लगता इस बार कुछ ऐसा होने वाला, बिकॉज जब हुआ था तब मुझे लगता है कि उतना डिजिटल पेमेंट नहीं हो पाया था, और अब जो है तब में और अब में बहुत डिफरेंस है। मुझे लगता है बहुत ज्यादा पेमेंट होने कर लगे हैं, लोग ज्यादातर डिजिटल पेमेंट ही करते हैं,
पेमेंट करने लगे। आपका क्या नाम है?
प्रियजीत सिंह।
आपको क्या लगता है क्या इसका फर्क होगा? सरकार का इंटेंशन क्या नजर आता है आपको इस फैसले की?
नहीं, सरकार का इंटेंशन देखिए, सरकार का इंटेंशन अगर काला बाजारी और नोटबंदी को इसलिए यूज किया गया है कि अब भ्रष्टाचार रोक सके, तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि भ्रष्टाचार इस वजह से रुक जाएगा कि खाली नोटबंदी हो जाएगी। बड़े बड़े उद्योगपति हैं और इस बार टाइम भी काफी लंबा है, नोट एक्सचेंज होने हैं। नोट
एक्सचेंज हो जाएंगे,
बिल्कुल लोग जाएंगे।
कर दी गई कि एक बार में 20,000 से ज्यादा नहीं कर
दी गई है, वो अब सरकार के ऊपर है कि कुछ ना कुछ वो किसी तरह भी करके रोकेंगे, लेकिन अब जो करना चाहते हैं वो कर देंगे, जरूर कर देंगे।
ज्यादा फर्क नहीं दिखेगा आपको लगता है कि क्या जिस तरीके की तस्वीरें पिछली बार
की तरह इस बार शायद ना दिखे, क्योंकि वैसे ही जैसा भैया ने कहा कि डिजिटल पेमेंट का जमाना है, तो डिजिटल पेमेंट आजकल लोग कार्ड से पेमेंट कर रहे हैं, ऑनलाइन पेमेंट कर रहे हैं, बहुत सारे।
2000 का नोट आपके लिए दिक्कत?
2000 का नोट मेरे।
Good evening and welcome. You're watching the news track. I'm Rahul Kanwal. The big breaking story from September, the 2000 rupee note will be withdrawn between now and then. Everyone watching at this time will have to submit their